remember when I first heard the word postmodernism. It was during my second year at Liverpool University studying media and communications. The lecturer was saying words like meta-narratives, modernism, and something about a French philosopher in a leotard, all of which went straight through one ear and out the other. So if you're watching this thinking, me too, fear not, postmodernism is a tricky concept. But after this video, hopefully you'll feel a little bit less like this, and a little bit more like this. But first things first, what is postmodernism? As you can see, we've got post, which is Latin for after, and modern. So essentially what we're talking about is something which happened after the modern era. But what's the modern era? Good question. Modernity can be described as having several characteristics. But for the purposes of this video, we'll focus on it as a time that was characterised by rapid advances in rational, cognitive thinking. At this time, people believed that man was capable of objectively explaining everything that existed, and of possessing the one and only truth about the world. They lived their lives according to grand narratives, otherwise known as meta-narratives. The postmodern period was a reaction against this. Enter Jean-Francois Lyotard. Lyotard was a French philosopher, a key postmodern thinker, and apparently never wore a leotard. Lyotard described the postmodern era simply as an incredulity towards meta-narratives. Capitalism, science, and religion are all meta-narratives. Postmodernists have abandoned the idea of the meta-narrative because they all claim to be experts on how the world should work. Instead of there being just one absolute truth, postmodernists believe that several theoretical standpoints can exist at the same time. However, some people criticise postmodern ideas for this, accusing them of advocating relativism. Relativism is the idea that no claim to truth is absolute. All claims are equally valid. In 2017, Dennett stated, "Postmodernists are responsible for the intellectual fad that made it respectable to be cynical about truth and fact." But do we think this is true? Arguably, there's the need today to be vigilant about the facts fed to us by the media, even if the facts are supposedly backed up by experts. The issue of expert knowledge has been a big topic in politics recently. In a controversial interview about Brexit, Michael Gove claimed that the people of Britain have now had enough of experts. And he might have a point. Some people today even reject expert knowledge about climate change and global warming. The BBC now give equal weight to the perspective that rejects the idea of global warming, despite the evidence of scientific experts. And what about this guy? Think about the way that Donald Trump actively and regularly rejects the advice of his intelligence experts. He could be seen as representative of this trend of being cynical about truth and fact that postmodernists are often criticised for. But what do you think? Is giving validity to all interpretations a good thing? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe below, leave a comment and check out our other videos. This has been me, Hannah, for Media Pool. Thanks for watching.